What's going on, family? What's going on? Black Phoenix checking in. Right now, I am outside the gas station. Coming to you this morning. Came in there to get me some coffee. And just wanted to talk to you about Oklahoma City. Oh, my goodness. This has been a difficult place for me. I'm going to be honest, it has been a little difficult here. Different. The people are different. Very different. Difficult, I would say. Complainers, big complainers here. I see very big complainers and privileged. They feel very privileged and they complain about everything. It's to the point sometimes where, especially you're not from being around here, like it'll drive you insane. Like you literally want to tell somebody just to be quiet. Hey, I don't want to hear that, man. Stop complaining about that, man. It's worse than people doing worse. That's not nothing. Like, oh man, they complain about everything around here. And they complain about a situation or making a better situation. But in order for you to get to a better situation in life, you literally have to replace how you think. The way you think got to change. Like the definition of insanity is to continue to do something but expect a different result. That's insane. Like it's not going to happen. Like you're going to have to change some stuff up. Once you see that is not working, it's time to switch it up. And around here, I just noticed that I have to really think outside of the box and really hustle and camouflage my hustle with dealing with some of the people around here. Like, it's just unreal. Like, some of the. And I'm going to be real with you. I knew Oklahoma was a red state, so to speak, which doesn't bother me, doesn't bother me at all. But I didn't know that they really have a problem with seeing someone independent. Like when you're independent and you're a person, and you're African American, a black native here, and you're not tied into their system. See, it's a difference. If you written from them, you tied into the system. That's a different thing. But if you're completely independent, like you doing everything almost off grid, and you paying your homage, you doing what you got to do, but you're not tying into that system, and they have an issue with that because they believe that in order to maintain around here or to get certain things done, you have to tie into that system, and I don't believe it. You know, certain things you do have to do, but I honestly believe that they're not used to someone bringing a completely new idea. Like I have had more. I have seen more physical hate here as far as like hating on certain things that I put up. Like I noticed here, like on Facebook Market, certain things I can put up just like the next person. They'll block me. Man, I can't tell you how many of my container ads and got blocked. And when I first came here, I did one and it slipped through. And man, it got over 8,000 views. Like no BS. Like it was a lot of people was hitting me requesting, but a lot of people here were just asking vain questions. Like I can't tell you, I probably got 200 inboxes about containers. Out of the 200 inboxes, I had one person, two people that I actually did a small job for, which I cut a man door out or did the little fabrication for, but no one purchased anything. But everybody want to waste your time and talk to you about some vain ideas they got. You know what I mean? I'm not into wasting time. Like I'm like, and you can tell from the inboxes, some of them don't respond. I just hit the thumbs up and just like, man, you can tell when someone wasting your time, and then my eyes started getting blocked, and they just blocked my eyes. You going against this? I'm like, how the fuck am I going against the rules? And I see someone else doing the same thing. It's crazy. Like I have to literally camouflage what I do here. If I'm doing it from Depends on what I'm doing, and especially on certain products. Like I have even noticed here in my storefront when I have it in there, y'all gonna see me in there, but you're not gonna see me. That makes sense. I'm gonna hire someone that don't look like me. You know, I'm not saying it's gonna be someone white. I'm not saying it's gonna be a different man or a female. It's gonna be the represent the store manager. You know what I mean? When I'm selling my goods and the secretary to come through and keep things going, I'm gonna have someone else in there, not me, because they'll judge me off the top. Like I have seen it. I have seen it. Like people can say what they want to say. I have seen it. Like I have witnessed it. I have put ads on using my white face, and they don't ask a lot of questions. Oh yeah, I want to buy this. I want to buy this. I say I want to sell it in my own name. Man, they'll try to critique what you selling it for, where you get it from, where you get it from, how long you been here, where you come from, who your family is. I'm like, damn, these folks a trip, man. It's a trip here, man. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm just coming to you this morning, venting, had to go get a little coffee, and I was just checking out some of the inboxes that I had, people asking for things and no one coming through, or people expecting me to kiss their ass about something that's simple. Like, I don't do a lot of that, you know. You would consider me to be rude because I'm gonna get straight to the point. Like, don't waste my time. You know what I mean? When I can tell you wasting my time, yeah, I'm gonna be rude. I'm gonna get straight to the point and let you know, hey, I notice what you're doing. You're not finna waste my time, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna treat people how they treat me. That's most definitely. But when I see you come to me and you claim you own business, but you on some BS, man, I'm out the other way. You know what I mean? I ain't with it. But I'm just saying though, the small mindedness here though, especially, coming from a bigger thinking area, more freer, more hustle. The hustle is bad here. You know what I mean? Like, man, you can go, I mean, the hustle really is like, they'll rather for you just to give them something to get something from unemployment, but the side hustle ain't really here. Like I see a lot of these dudes that work for these companies, in the city, like they'll be working for some companies and you say, hey, you work for them? Yeah, hey, I need so and so done. How much you charge me to come do this on the side? They'll be like, yeah, I hit you up, right? Like people hustle. Here, nah. They just want to go home and, work for the man, punch a clock and go drink some beer or something. Or smoke, get high or something. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. This is my personal opinion because I've been here for a second and I just been rubbing shoulders, you know what I mean, and meeting people and I'm gonna, I mean, like it has only been a handful of people that have literally been able to actually network with, you know what I mean. And the crazy part about it is none of them has been my people. I've tried when I first came here, you know what I mean. I've tried to reach out, say, hey, I got this going on, but none of them have been my people as far as business wise. I have spent money with other people, with my people. Don't get me wrong. I went by their stores and, I spent money and talked to them, you know what I mean? Or got a service. But, things are different when it comes to me actually networking with them and we really doing something, making it happen. I mean, I had a few people that I literally thought we was gonna get a bag. Like, some things were setting up, then I got to seeing like, damn. Some people, everybody is set up different. I want to say that everybody is wired different. I operate different, just because I hustle on a different level or a different avenue doesn't mean that what you got to bring to the table isn't valuable because everybody got something that's valuable. I just I'm just wired up different, man. I hustle different. I think different. So it's not, you shouldn't try to compete or compare yourself with somebody else hustle. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like, don't compare yourself with somebody else hustle. You know what I mean? That's how people get discouraged, really, in how, you know, the conflict come in because you can tell that people try to compare their hustle with yours or compare what you're doing. And it's not about being compared. Everybody got their own lane, man. I just stay in my lane and do my thing. And true enough, if a person created his own lane and you looking at it from the outside, you see him speeding and hitting corners and doing that, you like, oh, he's driving like a maniac. Nah, you know your lane, you know your road, you know how to maneuver it. So you might seem like you're going too fast or doing too much, as they like to say. Haters like to love to say that, and they doing too much. How are you doing too much? You only got one life. You know what I mean? You got to do as much as you can with it. Like literally, you got to max it out as much as you can. But I was just up, man, just thinking about this situation here, and it's most definitely been a learning experience. It's a stepping stone. You know what I mean? Like there's some good things about this place, and then there are some things that I don't really care for. I couldn't see myself living here forever at all. No, I couldn't see myself being wrapped around these people like that. Like, nah, they think too small. You know what I mean? Too small. You know, real think small and real judgmental. Ain't that something? It's one thing for a person to think small, and the next thing for a person to think small and try to judge your big thought. Because you thinking bigger than or outside of the box than they are thinking. You know what I mean? But it's just been difficult for me here in Oklahoma, to be honest with you. It has been difficult. You know what I mean? But everywhere you go in life, everywhere you go, there's going to be something different. There's a give and a take. There's some things you can deal with, and there's some things you say, you know what, I can't accept these things. I can't deal with these things. I'm going to move around. So, in my personal opinion, I'm going to have to move around from Oklahoma because it's not for me. It's literally has been a pass through. It has been a stage, a lesson, a growth lesson in my life. And I have met a few people, just a few. And I believe that my it was purpose that I built my independence here, like as far as some more to solidify my independence with the container conversion. So that's been going kind of almost like I've been pulling teeth a little bit, getting it done, but it's getting there. But I know once I get that done, like ain't no limit. You know what I mean? They already on Mars. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna, turn my independent storefront, my independent trap house. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be able to, like, I'm at this convenience store. People gonna, that saying, if you buy it, they'll come. That's real. If you buy it, you set it up, you put some things into there people need, convenience things, they gonna come. You ain't got to put your face on the front of the building. You just put a logo up there and have some people in there to take their orders, and they gonna come. So, my storefront, I start off small, but I know that I'm a um task this thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have a few different deals going on. And so I feel like there'll be no way to hold me back, you know what I'm saying, with my hustle as far as what I'm doing, because I understand being here, I got to camouflage it. Like they'll spend their money, they're more quick to spend their money with their own kind or with females or with one of the good old boys that they grew up with. Not saying that you just got to be um theirs, but they got to know you. You know what I mean? You got to be black, but they got to know. You know what I mean? It's different. It's completely different. I've seen it. The unity is different. But every place I have been, I have seen difference in the people, and especially our people, with how we network and how we come together. You know what I mean? I done seen some come together where they tight and they can make shit happen, and then I've seen it where there's a real jealous spirit where don't nobody want to see nobody get higher than them or do something that they haven't done. So it's always something like that going on, always. So it's just something to, look out for no matter where you go. Like I say, every system is different. Every place have a system you have to figure out. It's different everywhere. It's going to be something you're going to have to maneuver through, you know what I mean? And like I say, being here hasn't been, you know, I'm thankful. I'm so thankful for my supporters, my fans, my followers, those who have been getting products and services for me. Like being here in Oklahoma, that business side has kept me above the water. Like me establishing that before I got here, having a relationship with people before I got here is what has been keeping me above the water here. But the relationships I have formed here has been, you know, a few and in between. Actually, um, I'm gonna say I got one in particular that's the best one, and that'll be with Miss Curl, and that's the lady that does signs and T-shirts. I done did a few different jobs with her, and she gave me the opportunity to see my work ethics before judging me. I let her know I can do, yeah, I can get this done. Yeah, we can do this, and I just wasn't talk. I made it happen for her, so it opened up a different respect, and I wasn't trying to beat her. And that's another thing that she recognized too, because this lady been in business 50 years. She done heard and seen everything. Heard people try to beat her. I was realistic with the numbers and showed her, hey, this is what it is. This is what we can do. This is what we can't do, and this is what it is. And she liked the fact, she even told me, man, you was real. You weren't trying to beat me, just because I'm a woman. Because even though, like she said, just be honest, Joe. Some of, because I told her the racism that I face out here, and you can feel it. You know what I mean? And I told her, we just talk, just one on one, just talking. And she was like, I get it because I have issues with dealing with men around here. Like they try to treat me like I'm stupid or something because I'm a female, you know what I mean? And I've been in business. And a lot of them don't like the fact that I'm in business for myself, you know what I mean? They really would rather me work for somebody or work for one of them, you know. And it's crazy. It's crazy how people will try to make you feel like you less than them so that way they can feel good. I'm not with that. Like I'm confident enough in myself as a boss, as a leader, that I don't have to step on anyone to validate who I am. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for checking in with me. And I just try to, man, just be realistic with what I deal with. And I'm knowing that truth is what the truth is. Sometimes you're gonna have to camouflage some things and change some things up. And I have just noticed that of being around here that I do better once I camouflage things. Like she have had to do things for me. I said, hey, Miss Girl, I think it's better if you call them and say, hey, ask them about this price. Ask them about this material because I think they'll try to go another way with me. And she'll be like, okay, let me call. Hey, this Miss Curl. I was wondering who. They gave her a price better than mine always. I said, see, Miss Curl, see, I'm telling you. And she was like, damn, Joe. She get it though. Like literally, I had to do that with her because she was like, she got it, but when she seen the difference, like on this one deal, this guy wouldn't go down for me for nothing. She talked to him instantly, introduced herself. He heard who she was. Instantly $500 discount. I can't make this up, y'all. I cannot make this up. But I'm thinking to myself, like, damn. You know what I mean? And she was like, man, Joe, I get it. But like I say, she cool though. That's how I've been networking though. I've been having a network like that, networking through other people, around here. You know what I mean? And once I put this storefront up, like I say, you'll see me, you'll know it's mine, from those, some of them will and some won't. You know what I mean? Those who know me on social media or whatnot. But a lot of people that's gonna see it once I set it up, it's not like I don't even want to boast and praise that it's mine. I'm just gonna have it's just something new. It's a storefront up. We selling our own goods, t-shirts, hats, welding sessions, um, our welding skids, our signs, whatever it is that we come up with, product over talent. I stress that product over whatever product that we can sell that's a need, we're gonna be providing it. You know what I mean? In a small space. We got some custom woodworking. Um, I'm all into products over talent, so I'm gonna set up a situation where I can have my storefront and I'm not gonna necessarily be the one in there doing all the orders, which I mean doing everything. Which some things I will be. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I think it'll get me further away to here anyway to actually have someone else represent it and just have all my goods in there. You know, you don't have to know it's mine, and I literally feel that it'll get further here. I do better. So my people online, you know, all of y'all will know it's mine. But as far as once I set it up around here before I move, and I set it up to try to start networking, like I'm not gonna, they ain't gonna know it's really owned by somebody black. They're gonna find out, you know, looking around doing research, man, who is this owned by? Who's doing this? You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna let them know though. Oh yeah, real estate is always good, and it's crazy because what I'm doing, on my concept of what I'm doing, I'm building real estate. So you can't buy land no more. You can't buy land. But one thing that you see they be doing, they still build houses, right? They still building businesses. So my goal is to help people build their independent businesses in their homes, from a container standpoint. Like I'm gonna like that's my full focus is because I know I can build containers and I can rent them out. I can build them as homes and rent them out. I can build them as businesses and rent. It's a real estate that's heavy. You know what I mean? You can do a lot with. Oh man, yeah, for real. Like if you do the research, and this is just realistically, African Americans, black people, black natives, we get charged the highest interest rates on everything that we do when we come through with our face. Somehow they get us. You know what I mean? Every time. Or they'll sweet the deal up with a loan payment and they beat you on the long end. You know, like it's never upfront with certain things. The only way you're gonna win purchasing real estate being black, honestly, if you buying it, like buy it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you win. That's how you get the full control. But if you're not owning it, buying it, then you're gonna have some conflict. You know what I mean? It ain't going. It's gonna be a rocky road for you. You know, and that's just being facts. You know, so I'm into making my own real estate with these container conversions. I have no limitations. So even though I know I got to start with somewhere, I got to start with something. So that's why I'm building mine first. You know, I'm starting with this first. And then once I get this going, I'm going to take it to another level. But I got to start from somewhere. So I'm going to start off with the hog-on conversions, the hog-on container conversions, and for businesses. Because, you know, one thing that we got to get our mind out of, we think personal. And one thing I learned about business and being around some real business people, the rich don't own nothing, and that's how they get rich. See, we try to own too much. We got to break this mentality. We got to rent where we lay our head and own how we make our money. So I'm focusing on owning how you make your money, and that's why I say buying a shipping container conversion can put you in a better position to own how you make your money. And then once you own how you make your money, you can lay your head anywhere you want to lay your head at. That's up to you. Where you want to lay your head at. You want to lay your head on the white sand. You want to lay your head on some dark sand. You want to be in the south. You want to be in the north. You can do whatever you want to once you own how you make your money. So I just want to say that before I leave, most definitely, for those who checking in with me at the gas station therapy this morning, that we have to keep in our mind to own how we make our money and rent where we lay our head. Like we got to switch it up. Like it's not the same. We have to learn the business. Just because you don't know business or you don't mean you can't learn it. And that's one thing I have to say, that some people around here, that's why I say the mentality around here is different, because one thing that I know, and this is a fact, you're not going to learn how to be a millionaire from someone that's not a millionaire, or someone that don't have $1 million worth of knowledge and is actually applying it to get to that stage to have that million. I'm not going to go to regular Joe Blow. He could give me some advice about life, or he could tell me this, but when it comes to certain things, you got to get advice. You got to sit under people that's actually doing what it is you're trying to do or where you're trying to go. So I got a chance to go sit at a rich dad, poor dad seminar. And I was excited, like, cause I mean, the guy, he wasn't there personally, which not, but he was on the screen and did the seminar and had some more of his people, their team, actually passing out material and different things. And one thing that I really liked about it helped me. You have to start here. The seed is here. And that's why I say that being in certain areas, there's seeds. You know how they say that the seed can fall on good grounds and rocky ground, bad soil, the soil here is not really open to new things when it comes to my people. Is they still have, in my personal opinion, the Willie Lynch syndrome. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to break that. And that, being in a place where I feel like that, man, it's oppressing to me. You know what I mean? Phoenix, though, I ain't gonna lie to you, Phoenix was a eye opener. But I learned the system. And after I learned the system, I liked it. You know what I mean? I like the fact that, it's like the Wild West. If I cool with you, I fool with you. If I don't, I don't. I don't care if you purple, green, or yellow. That's how it is out there. They'll speak to you if they speak to you. If they like, if they don't, they ain't speaking to you. If you're a woman, I don't care how good you look. You walk through, ain't nobody hold the door for your ass. You gotta keep on going. I done see so many women. Nah, and they don't do that out there. Like, ain't nobody hold the door for you. The South is, out there in the West, it's all about, I gotta go. I got something I gotta do. It ain't about trying to be fake and be fake happy. You know how you got some people trying to be fake nice. They be fake nice so they can deceive you. There wasn't no fake nice in the West. If they nice, they nice. If they cool with you, they gonna fool with you. If they not, it ain't. And I like that because it cuts put that line right in the center. We on this side, you on that side. And I was cool with that, and I learned a different business approach there. I had to change my business approach up there several times because, I was new to that area, new to that people, trying to figure out that mentality. And then going through something myself, growing and learning and experiencing life. And I can say that being out there, it sharpened me a whole lot. Like, it prepared me to be here. In this situation now, that I'm thankful that I went through the rough and hard times in Phoenix because it prepared me for Oklahoma City, where Oklahoma City is like, it's easy as far as what I got to do. It's just more difficult with how I got to do it. But it made it easier for me as far as because I can recognize what I got to do. Like I say, knowledge is truly power. Like, once you know what you got to do, it's easy to transcend into that stage. But if you completely lost on what you got, what move you got to make, man, you're gonna make some bad decisions. It's just what it is. So I just wanted to come to you real quick and just talk to you about that. Didn't want to hold you up too long. Just want to come to you with some gas station therapy and say, hey, get outside your box, man. If you're in a situation where you're feeling oppressed and it's not working out, move around, man. I mean, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Or, camouflage it if you got to make it happen, man. It is what it is, man. If they won't let you eat looking like you, then, throw their face on and look like them and eat. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, don't starve. All I'm saying is don't starve, make a way. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Life is what it is. People on the outside will always say, oh, it ain't about this. Oh, it ain't like this. But they ain't in your shoes. They ain't in your skin. They ain't going through what you going through. They ain't facing it. They ain't seeing it. Life is different for them. And it's always funny to me, the person that never experienced it, the person that never seen it, the person that never witnessed it is always the one who got something to say about it, who think they're a scholar on it. You don't even know. Just like guys tried to tell me when I first got started and I was talking about doing your own AWS forms. Man, you don't know how many white guys got on my page on YouTube just to say, you can't do it like that. I was told you to do like this. You got to have someone sign off on it. You got to do this. I'm like, you ain't got to do none of that if you own the company. If you represent you are the company. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to do that. Don't listen to what they say. But they had a problem with me saying it because they was told something different. and I'm independent. I done figured out, nah, you don't have to do that. You the company. Stop thinking like an employee. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking like a slave. You know, think like a boss. You a boss. You know what I mean? And it bothers certain people when you think differently, completely differently than them. And all I can do is all I do is shake my head like, oh my goodness. Like literally argue with you that you doing something because it's unorthodox than what they're doing. So with the information you get from me, it's going to be unorthodox. You know, I don't believe in going by the system rules. You know, like like Donald Trump said, there's loopholes. The system was designed with loopholes. Don't get mad at me that I used them. Learn the loopholes, y'all. That's what's going to keep us afloat sometimes. I mean, we can't do everything the way that they do things. It's just what it is. It's what it is, man. You know, being black, being African American, being black native. I mean, we're not going to do. We can't do everything like them in this country. Like it's not equal. It's not equal. Yeah, they say it's equal rights, whatever, but it's not. It's not equal. It's what it is. It's okay though. Now that you know that, it's time to start moving and grooving just a little differently because you know that it's not equal. And you know that a lot of the people who you're trying to help, if you're trying to help our people, if you're trying to help black people, one thing, keep this in mind. And I have to remind myself this, that Harriman Tubman had to leave people behind because they would have caused them to go back in slavery. They would have caused them to have a revolt to kill everybody. She would have never did what she did, you know. And for those who don't know, she had to kill her husband because he was trying to go back. And she gave him a decision. You're not finna jeopardize all these people. So you got a choice. Kill someone you love that's wanna kill a lot of people that you love, or let them go back and everybody die. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna lose one or you gonna lose thousands. Sometimes being a boss, you gotta make some tough decisions, man. And it's not gonna be easy when you got a purpose. And I'm cool with it. Like I don't do this for the show. I done been in the light, you know, certain things, you know, life is gonna improve as I do better, you know, things gonna improve and I'm gonna live better and do a better, you know, and be in better situations. But I'm not about the glamour. You know what I mean? Like I know that it's fictitious. You know what I mean? Like I didn't seen it. I didn't been around it. So I'm like, I would rather be real. I would rather associate network someone that's real. Like literally, like that's just how I feel. You know what I mean? I don't want to sugarcoat anything. Like too old for that. I'm just gonna be real and you know some of my thing. You know, I know being who I am, some things I can say can be a little bit bold. But in life, I feel like why sugarcoat something if it's right there, right? Why sugarcoat the elephant in the room if it's sitting right there? If we looking at it, why are we gonna say, "Oh, ain't no elephant," and stepping over it and trying to it's here, man. It's there. It's what it is. Now we got to figure out how to deal with it, how to get it out the room, or how to live with it in the room. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, man. So just want to salute everybody. Hope everybody have a good Sunday. Um, I should have some family members come down. My wife family members, mom and dad. She'll be visiting today if the weather permits. So we'll be visiting them. So haven't seen them in a while. So it's always good to see good family. But other than that, man, I'm gonna be taking it easy. Just kind of wanted to come to you. I might come back in later. I had a few ideas on some videos I want to actually do. Don't know if I'm gonna drop them today or do one of them later. But just wanted to talk this morning, man. Like I say, sometimes you just have to vent. Sometimes you just have to talk and let it out. And us being black, you know, we are scarred, man. We have been damaged by America, and I think that we have to have therapy, and it costs a lot. And sometimes, you know, you're not getting anything from it, but honestly, you do because you get those who actually are good at being a therapist. They will actually give you some steps to work on, and once you actually say it out loud and you say what you're thinking, then sometimes, you know, you can be able to look at it like, damn, that is a little messed up. Yeah, I did. Yeah, you know what? That ain't right. I need to re-switch that. You know, sometimes you just got to hear yourself say it or talk to someone that you can actually relate to. And I know as being a black man it's hard because we don't respect a lot of people, and we sure don't respect fake people. We got issues with that for sure. So me bringing my page to the table, you know, with Hog on Welding, I'm making it unorthodox. That's why it's a blog too. We need different things, so that's why I don't focus on welding strictly alone, because we're more than that. Welding is my career. Welding is the trade that I use. That's changing my life, but we still have a life and we deal with other issues. So that's why I want to address those too. We can talk, you know, because I feel like we really need something. Like as black men, we got to find someone we can talk to, someone we can vent to, because I'm 40 years old and I'm still knocking down walls for my childhood that affected me. So I know man that's 60 that's still dealing with childhood issues that they haven't got over. So we have to talk. We have to deal with these things. We have to form a community where we can actually get some therapy, man, because we need it. But my phone is about to die. So before it shuts off, I'm gonna just say hog on and y'all be blessed and enjoy your day. And I wish y'all nothing but success.